Hi, in this tutorial, we will see how to use a selector for apply jQuery code to the HTML element. I will use brackets text editor for writing jQuery code. Let's open brackets text editor. If you don't know HTML, JavaScript, I would recommend you to learn about HTML, JavaScript by visiting notes section available below. Let me create a basic HTML structure. Inside body tag, I will create h1, h2, h3 and p tag. We are using h1 for demonstrating tag selector, so we can leave as it is without any content inside. Next, we are using h2 tag for demonstrating class selector, so I will add attribute name called class with the value of second heading. Next, we are using h3 tag for demonstrating ID selector, so I will add attribute name called ID with the value of third heading. Finally, we are using p tag for demonstrating nested selector, so I will add span tag inside p tag. Now it's time for write jQuery code. Let's start with tag selector of h1. We will add tag selector content once the page gets loaded with a function name called .html. Next one, start with a class selector of h2. We will add class selector content once the page gets loaded with a function name called .html. We will use dot operator for conveying to jQuery that it is a class name. Next one, start with an ID selector of h3. We will add ID selector content once the page gets loaded with the function name called .html. We will use hash operator for conveying to jQuery that it is an ID name. Finally, we will start with a nested selector of p and span tag. Here, p is parent and span are children. We will add nested content once the page gets loaded with the function name called .html. We will use p space span for conveying to jQuery that it is a nested element. I will save this file as selector.html. Let's open this file in a browser for seeing the result. I will open with Google Chrome. Yes, we can see all the content displayed as we expected. These are the ways for selecting element tag inside HTML document with jQuery. This document available for download and practice. You can download from the download section available below.